Welcome to the Daniel Fast. Today I'm doing a pumpkin soup from minimalistbaker.com. I'm going to have a link to the recipe in the description box. So the first step is to get pumpkin. You're going to need about 2 pounds and spray it with some oil. And then you're going to lay it down on a parchment paper lined cookie sheet and lay it skin side down. That's actually, I think, it actually helps it to cook nicely on both sides, so make sure that you flip it onto the other side part of the way through the cooking process. Once you're done roasting, you'll know that it's ready when you're able to pierce a fork through the pumpkin. Once you're at that stage, just let it cool. So in the meantime, you want to chop up about 1/4 cup of onion. The recipe calls for shallot, which I don't have. I just substituted it with onion. And you're also going to add to that some garlic. You're going to put it and course into a hot pan, about 1 tablespoon of oil, and then add and saute your onion and garlic until you get a little bit of browning on it. Once you get to that point, you're going to take your now cooled pumpkin and scoop out the flesh and put it into, I was a little enthusiastic there, but you're going to put it into your pot with the onion and garlic. Don't miss anything, and also be careful because I actually had to go over it once again to make sure I didn't get any of the pumpkin skin in the pumpkin. So once you've scooped out all your pumpkin, you're going to add your broth, or in my case water, to the pot. And if you're using water, you're going to want to season the water, so whatever seasonings that will complement the flavor of the soup. So I'm just adding a salt-free seasoning just because I don't want water, because I feel like that'll just make the soup bland. So I'm just using that to add flavor. And then I'm adding some coconut milk. I used canned coconut milk, which I thought worked beautifully. Very creamy, nice flavor, and the coconut flavor isn't overpowering, so I thought it worked well for the recipe. The next step is to add in the seasonings, all about 1/4 teaspoon each of salt, pepper, and cinnamon, and then also nutmeg. Kind of a nice combination of sort of sweeter and savory flavors, but they work really well together. So once you've stirred everything to combine, you're going to bring it to a boil and then take it off of the heat. The next step is the last step, is you're going to just mix it up in a blender. You see my blender, I lost the little middle part, so I do have to put a towel over it so I don't spill it all over the place, but that works fine. And I started out just slowly pulsing it until some of the bigger chunks were blended, and then once it was blended a little bit better, I went in a full blend. So this is what you want. You want a nice creamy uniform soup, and that's it. This all comes together in just about 30 minutes or so. Not a whole lot of vegetables to chop. It's a light dinner, but it worked for me, so hopefully it'll work for you. Give the recipe a try. I hope you like it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.